but I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate. It's really, really hard. And I don't even know if I'm crying.
The reigning WNBA MVP, A'ja Wilson, is overcome with emotion as she faces the harsh reality that her MVP crown could be slipping away into the hands of Caitlin Clark. That's right, Wilson, who reigned supreme over the league last season, now finds herself caught in the eye of a storm as Caitlin Clark's historic rookie year continues to captivate the spotlight and shake up the WNBA hierarchy.
They crossed the line of being disrespectful, but they talked a lot of trash and they got humbled. And I think that that's okay. Kelsey Plum had this to say. She said, as much as they're a team, they're not a team. They're really good individual players, but they don't care about each other.
After months of downplaying Caitlin Clark as just another white player, A'ja Wilson is now forced to confront the reality that Clark has become more than just a fan favorite. She's a legitimate contender for the 2025 MVP title. Wilson is grappling with the rising star power of Clark, who is quickly challenging her dominance in the league.
2025 MVP odds for the WNBA are out. A'ja Wilson, the favorite, at plus 195. Caitlin Clark, second, at plus 220.
Throughout the season, Wilson has frequently claimed that Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise is fueled by race, even going so far as to label Clark's supporters as racists. Wilson's accusations have added fuel to an already intense rivalry, sparking further debate about Clark's growing influence in the league.
One of the more interesting aspects of this fanhood is that some of the biggest supporters of Caitlin Clark are not whites. They're actually black males.
But the truth is undeniable. Caitlin Clark's game has completely transformed the WNBA. From shattering records to filling arenas, Clark is playing with the kind of impact reminiscent of Steph Curry in the men's game. Her electrifying performances are reshaping the league and drawing fans in like never before.
The only one that I've seen other than Steph Curry that can do that. She's incredible. She's like Steph Curry.
Caitlin Clark just had a playoff series like Magic Johnson.
Fans can't get enough, while Wilson stirs up drama. It's becoming clear that her real issue might be fear. Fear that Caitlin Clark is on the verge of dethroning her as the league's MVP. Stay tuned, because this rivalry has just escalated to a whole new level.
But I love my teammates so much that I will take any hit from them. Good, bad, ugly. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try to be the best. I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. It looks great.
I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people say it's not about black and white, but to me, it is. It's really because you can be the top notch at what you do as a black woman, but maybe there's something that people don't want to see, Wilson said to the Associated Press.
A'ja Wilson and her team spent much of the season mocking other players, including Caitlin Clark, whom Wilson dismissed as merely a white player benefiting from racial bias. This tension has only fueled the rivalry as Clark continues to prove herself on the court.
They were still talking smack.
3 for 17 is you need to talk about it.
We don't see it so much after a team beats another team. We also don't hear it that much from a coach.
Wilson even went so far as to label Clark's fans as racists.
A'ja Wilson thinks that Caitlin Clark is only popular because she's white.
Everything A'ja Wilson is saying, to me, it was a message to Caitlin Clark of like, you want to come into our league, this is how you need to be.
No one cares what skin color you are.
I told myself it's not racist for me to like Caitlin Clark's game and to say so publicly. The WNBA's black superstars should thank their lucky stars.
Throughout the WNBA season, Wilson belittled others, but her attitude took a dramatic shift after a crushing defeat left her in tears, fearful of losing her MVP status to Caitlin Clark. The pressure of Clark's rise is now weighing heavily on Wilson as the competition heats up.
Becky Hammon was asked about the trash talk, and here's what she had to say.
No, I mean, we talk our crap, they heard it, and they get to talk their crap. It's part of the game. It's not like personal.
The truth is, Caitlin Clark has proven herself to be the league's true most valuable player. Her arrival transformed the struggling Indiana Fever into a playoff contender, and her impact has been felt across the entire WNBA, boosting ratings, ticket sales, and fan engagement like never before.
The biggest reason that she's popular is it's the Steph Curry syndrome. She looks a lot like the girl who's out shooting hoops next door, and she plays like we are all capable of playing.
Clark's undeniable influence is what makes her truly deserving of the MVP title, leaving Wilson to finally realize that her reign may be nearing its end. As Clark continues to rise, Wilson is faced with the harsh reality that her dominance over the league is being challenged.
That's a scenario that we haven't seen happen, and I feel like that would be all over the headlines. And it also creates a target on your back when you say things like that.
The New York Liberty just pulled off a stunning upset, eliminating the Las Vegas Aces from the playoffs. But this rivalry runs much deeper. It all began last season when the Aces defeated the Liberty in the WNBA Finals, with Kelsey Plum throwing shade, labeling the Liberty as a group of individual players. Aces coach Becky Hammond added fuel to the fire by mocking Breanna Stewart's shooting at their championship parade. This season, however, Stewart, alongside Caitlin Clark, got the ultimate revenge, leading the Liberty to victory in a heated game filled with emotion and personal stakes.
Breanna Stewart said it herself. She's like, our whole team has receipts of the things that the Aces said and did.
Clark's presence brought an entirely new level of intensity, igniting debates across the league. The drama extended beyond the court, as the Liberty's Twitter account trolled the Aces with a savage post featuring a pair of times stomping on the Aces logo, referencing last year's protest. This rivalry is heating up, showcasing the fierce competition and animosity between these teams.
I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate, because that's how I get the best out of my team. So when it comes to wins, losses, when I tell you I break this game down piece by piece, because I want to be great for you guys, no offense, but I want to be great for my team. I want to be great for this franchise.
Meanwhile, Becky Hammond reportedly went on a Twitter blocking spree, adding even more fuel to this already fiery rivalry. Her actions stirred up even more tension, proving that the drama between the Aces and the Liberty, fueled by Clark's rise, is far from over.
Becky Hammond went on Twitter and did a blocking spree. She blocked a ton of people on Twitter.
With Caitlin Clark now in the mix and tensions running higher than ever, this Liberty versus Aces saga is far from over. Aya Wilson has openly expressed her frustration over Clark's skyrocketing popularity, framing it as an issue of race. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This rivalry is only heating up.
Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, it's not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball. And, like, she understands her privilege and like, pushes her over the top in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
Wilson believes that black athletes like herself and Angel Reese are often overlooked in favor of white players like Clark.
And I think in overall popularity, does her race play a factor? Nominal. Women's basketball has had a cornucopia of talented white and black women's basketball players. Elena Delle Donne is white, is she not? Sue Bird, white, is she not? A'ja Wilson's black. Cynthia Cooper, black. Like, you can go back through, and it's actually a lot more. There's gay and there's straight. There's black and there's white. There's tall and there's short.
Pointing to Caitlin Clark's Nike deal as a prime example, A'ja Wilson has voiced her frustration, arguing that while black women dominate on the court, they don't receive the same level of marketing attention or endorsement opportunities. Wilson believes this disparity is a major issue, highlighting how players like Clark are propelled into the spotlight, while equally talented black athletes are often overlooked. This adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing tensions in the WNBA, making the rivalry even more heated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This conversation is just getting started.
Caitlin Clark is becoming the best player, not because she's white, because she's that good. She's having Larry Bird impact. She's been the driving force of the hottest team in the entire league, despite her record turnovers. Why? Because she's that good. She's legit good. She's colorblind good. She's guilt-free good. She's apolitically good.
A'ja Wilson has also suggested that Caitlin Clark benefits from being politically good, implying that this contributes to an unfair advantage for white players in the league. Wilson believes that the issue goes beyond just individual success, pointing to a systemic bias within the WNBA's marketing and public attention. According to Wilson, the league seems to favor certain players, particularly white stars like Clark, while black athletes, despite excelling on the court, struggle to receive the same recognition and opportunities. This debate is fueling even more tension, and the rivalry continues to escalate. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
People forget is as a rookie, she was the most blitzed player in the WNBA, and she still put up 19, 5, and 8 assists, breaking, like you said, the assist record. To be able to do that as a rookie in the face of that much defensive pressure should have been unanimous.
Should have been.
However, it's important to clarify that Caitlin Clark's success is not rooted in her race, but in her extraordinary talent and ability to connect with fans. Clark has shattered multiple records in her rookie season, consistently delivering jaw-dropping performances. Her impact goes beyond just stats. She's transformed the way people view the WNBA, drawing larger audiences, increasing fan engagement, and making the game more exciting. Clark's rise is a testament to her hard work and dedication, not a product of any bias. This is why she's become such a force in the league and a true contender for MVP.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times. Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single season rookie record for assists, single season rookie record for 3-pointers, single game record for assists 19, franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers, career 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games, most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
Much like how Steph Curry revolutionized the NBA, Caitlin Clark's deep shooting, dynamic playmaking, and leadership have captivated fans. Her ability to consistently deliver thrilling performances has filled arenas and elevated the WNBA to new heights. People are drawn to her remarkable skill and game-changing talent, not her skin color. Clark has shown that excellence on the court transcends race, and her influence is proof that fans gravitate toward elite performance and passion for the game, making her a true trailblazer in the sport.
No one cares what skin color you are. You know what America loves? Let me break it down for you. We absolutely love one thing. You know what it is? Underdogs. We don't care about your color. We don't care if you're married, single, divorced. We don't care about anything. We love humble underdogs. We just do.
A'ja Wilson, who is also a Nike athlete, hasn't had the same league-wide impact despite her undeniable talent. Rather than attributing the difference to race, it's worth considering that Caitlin Clark's electrifying playing style and her ability to consistently excite fans are the real reasons behind the attention she's garnered. Clark's dynamic presence, game-changing performances, and highlight-worthy moments are what make her stand out, drawing both fans and media to her like a magnet, reshaping the conversation around what makes a player truly influential.
Do you know what Caitlin Clark just got the contract from Nike?
Nike.
You know what the contract is?
I want to say it's $3 million a year for 8 to 10 years. It's almost $30 million, something like that.
And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million.
Name another company that just loses money, and we're like, yeah, let's keep talking about this company for the last 25 years. Candace Wiggins, she played for Stanford. She claims that she was bullied by WNBA players. She says she was bullied because she's straight. And she says that 98% of the league
suggests that Clark's popularity is solely based on race, overlooks the undeniable power of her performance and her ability to elevate the entire league. A'ja Wilson's recent comments about Caitlin Clark and the race narrative might not just be about fairness or representation. It could stem from a deeper fear that Clark is on track to win MVP WNBA.
WNBA players got upset. We don't have the privilege of just playing basketball. We have to care about these social issues. She's playing in a social issues league that wants to wear shirts that say vote, push some sort of political agenda.
A'ja Wilson, already a dominant force in the WNBA, may feel threatened by the rising star power of Caitlin Clark, who has taken the league by storm with her electrifying performances. Clark's ability to fill arenas, break records, and captivate fans has shifted much of the attention away from other players, including Wilson, despite her own success. The spotlight has undeniably been on Clark, and her rapid ascent has created a new narrative in the WNBA, leaving Wilson facing fierce competition both on and off the court.
Regular season viewership, it grew by 20% in 2023. It's grown by 180% now, which means it would take another 5 or 6 years to do what Caitlin Clark has done. So between draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%, between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%, between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%, what Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years.
Wilson might be doing this to divert attention from the fact that Clark is a serious MVP contender. By focusing the conversation on race, Wilson is drawing the spotlight back to herself and away from Clark's on-court achievements.
We have to, as fans, as media, as players, lighten up a little bit. Not every criticism of a player is said because we just dislike that
It's
player.
a way to shift the narrative from skill to something else. But it doesn't change the fact that Caitlin Clark is performing at an MVP level. Instead of embracing the competition, Wilson's approach could be seen as an attempt to undermine Clark's meteoric rise by creating unnecessary drama.
It's a way
While
to
Clark
shift the
continues to let her
narrative
game
from
do the
skill
talking,
to something
leading
else,
with
but it
record-breaking
doesn't change the fact
performances,
that Clark is
Wilson's
performing at
focus
an
on
MVP
off-court
level.
issues may
Instead
only
of
serve to
embracing the
highlight the growing
competition,
gap between
Wilson's
their
approach
on-court.
could be
A'ja Wilson has had the most difficult season of her career. She couldn't get the credit she deserved because Caitlin Clark showed up, and this is proof that her life is 10 times as hard as, to get the same credit.
WNBA has been a mess this year. It has been so unprofessional, and they need to step it up, and they need to step it up quick, and they also need to, I don't know if an apology is warranted to Caitlin Clark.
Clark's performance speaks for itself, and fans are gravitating toward her not because of her race, but because of her incredible talent.
There's a league with players that feel like they should be getting the attention. Now they have center stage, but the ratings are going to go down. Are they going to be pointing fingers and blaming Indiana Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans whenever the ratings don't stay the same?
Yeah, they will. Hey, look at the numbers everywhere else across women's basketball. It's not just Caitlin Clark, it's all of us. And then the moment the ratings tank, they're going to come back and say, see, we were right all along. It's all the racists that follow Caitlin Clark that were watching the product, and now they're gone, and we're back with our diehards. It is bad news for the WNBA that she's not continuing to.
So that's the real story behind the drama.
Every WNBA
Aya Wilson may be trying to shift
Here
the
is
narrative
most
and
points
steer
by a
attention
rookie
away
in
from Caitlin
WNBA
Clark,
history.
but the facts don't
The 2024
lie. Clark's
WNBA
performances,
rookies have
record-breaking
proven
plays,
to be
and
one of the
ability
most
to elevate the
exciting
entire
classes to
league
enter
speak
the league in a
volumes.
while.
The issue
Led by
isn't
the
about
captivating
race,
Caitlin
it's
Clark.
about talent,
The
and Clark has
2024
proven
class
she's the real
has
MVP
attracted more
contender.
eyeballs
As this
to the
rivalry
WNBA
continues to
than
heat
ever
up,
before.
one thing is
Clark
clear.
had a rookie year
Caitlin
for the
Clark
ages,
has changed the game,
setting
and
records
the
left and
WNBA
right,
is better because
while
of
helping
it.
lead the
Let me
Indiana
know your
Fever
thoughts in the
to their
comments.
first Did
I
you
don't
know
think
Caitlin
that
Clark
there's
beat
enough
every
scrutiny about
WNBA
our
rookie?
play.
Here is
Hear me out.
most points by a
As
rookie
a woman,
in WNBA
because the game
history.
has been attacked so
The
much
2024
by people sitting in
WNBA
their
rookies
basement
have
that
proven
can't dunk
to
a
be one of the
donut, let
most
alone a
exciting
basketball.
classes to enter the
They're
league
the
in
ones
a
that have
while.
driven the narrative that
Led by
nobody
the
watches women's
captivating
sports.
Caitlin
So many people
Clark.
have become
The
protective of the game of
2024
basketball
class
that they cannot
has
take
attracted more
criticism, that nobody's
eyeballs
allowed
to
to
the
criticize the
WNBA
game.
than ever before.
But guess what?
Clark
I
had a
want to
rookie
criticize
year for the
on
ages,
the first morning show.
setting
Is
records
D
left
Wade
and
gonna,
right,
is he gonna
while
get to the
helping
basket?
lead the
Is he
Indiana
gonna get to the
Fever
free
to
throw
their
line, or is
first
he gonna settle for the
WNBA
catch and
playoff.
shoot, which is what the Spurs want y'all to do, right? But you can't do that in the women's game.
If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we truly appreciate you sticking with us. Your support helps us bring you more great content.